Hey there everyone, this is Joe from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au with your weekly precious metals technical analysis video taking a look at gold, silver, platinum and palladium. Of course, website, online store still coming. Give us a call on that number Australian wide. Give us an email right here internationally. Of course, if you're international you can email us and visit us in the store right there. Find us on YouTube, hit the big red subscribe button and follow us on Instagram as well, because we actually post a lot of deals and a lot of sort of rarer stuff that tends to be snapped up by the people in the good old US of A very quickly. But if you want to be part of that journey, then you should definitely follow us here, instagram.com/bullionnow. Gold, here we are on the daily time frame. Let's look 7 days ago where we were last time and what I did say. I have been saying over the last number of technical analysis videos that I think we are still on our way down a little bit further. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's where we were last time, where we had broken up through this triangle pattern because of the news about the China-US trade war, as such as they call it. But I did think this was a short-term move and that we would be heading down. We have headed down since then. We have broken through, a little bit broken through, this uptrend line right here. I think we could still be on the way down, and I'll still give you these couple of targets. As I've said, this next one right here will be the next major one in my opinion, 1250, and after that maybe around about 1230, and you do have this longer term time frame right here, this trend line right there. This is a logarithmic scale, by the way, it's not linear, and all the way down to there. But this next one here I think would be the big one as a level of support at 1250. That's the short answer. I think we're still possibly heading down a little bit further. I'm going to say that again for all the metals, but let's just take a quick look at silver. So you know my opinion of where I think things are going, but do we have things that can confirm that prediction as such? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're around about here last time, and I was suggesting again that we would see lower prices, and we have come down to, we're at 1430, and as I've said last week and the week before that, and I think even the week before that, you're looking at this longer term support line here of about between $13.90 and $14. So that's definitely in play at the moment. We're going to touch that, in my opinion, definitely touch that. Whether we break through it, that remains to be seen, but we've got another week in between to see what happens, and I'll update you next week, of course. That is silver, but keeping it really short and sharp, this particular one, because all the indicators are pointing downwards. Here's platinum, and where were we last time? That's on the weekly. Let's go back to the daily, and I've definitely been talking about this symmetrical triangle pattern right here and how we might be in a trading range in between those two trend lines. And let's go into 7 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're around about here-ish, I think we were. And I thought that this might be a level of support here at $830 US roughly, but because it was not a level of support, it pierced right below and went for the next target, which was the bottom end of this trend line right here. We haven't hit it as yet, but it's pretty darn close. So as you can see, definitely a down week, and definitely still within this symmetrical triangle trading range. So what I think could happen is potentially we could bounce off this and then continue in a trading pattern in between here. And as I've said last week and the week before, if it continues to trade in and out of this inside this little triangle right here, something has to give eventually, because you can't get all the way to here. So it tends to break sometimes around this kind of area right here. Has to make a decision either way, or of course we could just keep heading straight down from here, but the next target would be this level right here at about $750 US. And seeing as though I'm doing one next week, there's probably not too much reason to give you my target down below that, but just out of interest, I did mark it last week at about $640, and that was from this old high back in 2000 all the way back there. So slightly lower prices I think could be potentially coming, although platinum might be at the bottom end of its trading range now, as you can see right there. So you never know, we could see an uptick in platinum. And lastly, palladium. Still, I do believe we still might see lower prices from here. Let's have a look again at where we were last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're around about here last time. Have seen a little bit lower prices, coming down to about $1,300 US. I'm still going to suggest that lower prices from here are still coming. Why? Well, if this is the first time you've been watching these videos, why is because of this old all-time high right here, which we've hit. It was right here at $1,100, and then we broke through it and just went above it at $1,150, but then we did break through, post a new all-time high at about $1,600 roughly. And usually what happens is you do tend to come and visit a previous significant all-time high, and that's a significant point there and a significant point right there. So you do tend to come to visit. Once you make a new all-time high, you come back to it at some point. Is the point right now? I think the likelihood is yes. So that's it. I'm going to leave it at that, gang, because the doorbell is ringing, so we're going to serve a customer. As usual, hit the big red subscribe button right here to join the family for all these amazing reasons for all these videos. So check it out, stay safe, and we'll speak to you soon.